The American people speaking out to get Congress and President Obama to restore death benefits to military families. Why did it come to that? Representative Michele Bachmann joins us. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, Greta.
All right, October 1st was a shutdown, but it really did take the American people to raise holy hell that these death benefits weren't being paid.
Well, that's right, and we thought that it was all taken care of, and then we found out from the Obama administration they said they had no legal authority to pay out the benefits. So we immediately put a bill on the floor. We were told it was going to be vetoed by Harry Reid. We couldn't believe it, but we put it on the floor anyway. We have passed veterans benefits in the House. We've also passed this specific death benefit guarantee as well, because I think that in your last interview with Ryan, I think it's very key. People were extremely upset when we left our soldiers on the field in Benghazi. Now we're leaving the remains of soldiers literally on the field overseas. We can't leave our disabled veterans without their benefits here in the homeland. That can't be done. That's why we passed the legislation. It's got to be signed, and it has to be implemented.
You know, we're treating all the vets, even before October 1, as second-class citizens.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, we'll get to you later. Yet when we ask them to help us, to go over and fight, they treat us like first-class citizens. They stepped up and did it. I mean, it's appalling to me the way we treat them.
It's beautifully stated the way that you did it. That you said that we, the American people, are treated as first-class citizens, and
by
they
them,
are not.
By
the veterans.
Yes.
And we aren't treating them similarly situated. This isn't a problem that we weren't familiar with. It's just horrific how old-fashioned the benefit system is in the VA. They still use paper to process these claims as opposed to putting it online, dealing with it digitally. This system...
Yeah, but you know, fix it. Get it done. Everyone knows knows that's a problem, and it should be a priority. You know, when we mobilize them because of some, a 9/11 or something else, when we mobilize them...
Because of a threat.
Yeah, this is 9/11 for them. This is their whole lives. This is their homes, their lives. It's 9/11 for them, and we're just sort of like, later.
That is what's unconscionable. That's why we passed the bill in the House on veterans benefits. We passed the bill in the House on dealing with their actual remains and also to help the families of these disabled veterans.
Well, we also have to that backlog.
Fast track.
But we also have to. But even before, I mean, actually, in some ways, this is good for them because it puts the spotlight on the fact that even before the shutdown on October 1st, they had this incredible backlog of claims against the government, and the government's not hearing them.
Well, and that's why the suffering that the veterans have gone through, that suffering, I believe, is going to help subsequent benefits, because this is unconscionable. Now the American people are paying attention. They won't stand for us not being as giving and kind and generous as our veterans deserve.
And boy, my hat goes off to the American people who were so upset when they heard about the death benefits and the families not being able to meet the remains, because they really did raise hell with emails and calls and everything else, and it got changed.
It's not political, it's personal.
And it's also the decent thing to do.
The decent and patriotic.
Indeed.
That's right.
Congresswoman, always nice